and so on, was very livable through the Ice Age. So the Ice Age didn't affect that area. So major events protects you from being near one of these things. So that's why they're going to make enough money to put the tops back on the pyramids worldwide to be able to save enough people. And this every 26,000 years is a cycle that you can see 4 times over is what most people can see back, that these big events have happened. And in Costa Rica, this area, it's always had food, it's always had water, and so on and so forth to sustain life during those time periods. So that's the really cool part. The zombies, as they call them, the parents, want to make a game out of that. So you want to be able to, have zombies coming at you that are white sheep, right? And those white sheep are around the pyramid at the base of it, trying to keep you from this. So what happens is that the black sheep, of course, what they do is they throw banana ice cream at these people and the zombies, and then you have to catch it at the right time because their mouth is open as they walk towards you, and it goes in their mouth, and then it de-zombifies them. They turn from white sheep to black sheep, from zombies to black sheep, like us, the black sheeps. And those black sheeps, once they come over to us, they help us to put the tops back on the pyramids to save our civilization from becoming extinct. Now, another interesting thing is Tesla. Tesla is known for creating pretty much everything we have here as far as electric motors, electricity, radar, television, radio, lots of different things. What's interesting, he was born in Croatia, which is a very small country right next to a very small country called Bosnia, where they have this pyramid in Bosnia that they found that's active. So he spent quite a bit of time around there, and they've recently found a device that has the same shape and same materials and gives us the same frequencies as a Tesla coil that's been dated to be 40,000 years old. So what we can deduce from that is, you can look this up and research it yourself, is Tesla reverse engineered 40,000-year-old pyramids or more to be able to give us a watered down version of what we have here today. But he wasn't able to bring out the real true model, which they squashed him because his investors, bought up all the copper mines and wanted to put a meter on it and charge money for it instead of free electricity and free information that healed you on frequencies to do that. So now we didn't get the true model because there wasn't a way to monetize that at the time they could find it. So that's why we have what we have here today. So that kind of connects a whole bunch of things, and you can do your own research on those. There'll be some links and videos down below. But the bottom line is we're creating the best example of humanity on the planet in Costa Rica, and it'll be rapid education that's franchised around the world with nutrition in a way that accelerates people reducing their carbon footprint and healing, becoming aware, and helping these electromagnetic fields become stronger with these pyramids. So we'll put the tops back on the pyramids, we're de-zombifying people, right? And that's the game. And there'll also be laughing gas and nitrogen oxide, of course, to make everybody laugh and sound like Mickey Mouse at the same time. Of course, with drones delivering all this stuff out of this beautiful mist with these crazy people doing all these things. And I'm sure the kids will figure out many other things. But this is all about the kids. So I'm just here with some crazy stories. I'm just Wizard of Oz and Willy Wonka, and I'm giving out golden tickets. And that's what we're doing right now. So if you have any questions and you want to be involved, just let us know. We already have a gentleman who's filming right now who's asking the questions. The man behind the camera is Tanner Banana.
That's me.
Yes, and he was a soulmate from Black Mountain Soul. And he literally has a tattoo of a black sheep on his shoulder. He's 23 years of age. I really think that's cool. And he pretty much lives off bananas because it really helped his health to do that. And you can watch one of his videos down below too. So he's here in Costa Rica with a 12-year-old girl named Lindsay, who's half Costa Rican, half American, and she's the one that is, helping to take this forward with this, so that the kids can socially and economically uplift themselves, and very, very quickly, by creating an environment where they can create their own self-esteem, and from that they can find their own passion, share that with others, and make money from that, and create a vibration of happiness and healing. So another thing to look at is heart math, and thinking things positive and feeling things positively. Especially, it's not the words in the prayer, it's the actual emotions that you evoke. It's what the shamans and Tibetan monks and stuff teach you. To be able to do manifestation, the art of allowing, to be able to get what you're looking for in life. And they've also shown too that a whole bunch of people praying, this was in Princeton, this is, you can go to this later, the videos down below too, that a small number of people praying emotion of things being happy and people being healthy have changed entire cities and areas where the stock market's gone really well, people have been healthy, less accidents, a lot less crime, especially violent crime, just by holding that emotion, because we're vibrational beings at the end of the day, right?
Fascinating.
Another couple things, very true. Controlled studies, documented, high-level universities, controlled groups, not just once, been done many times. Look at HeartMath, very, very interesting. We are vibrational beings at the end of the day. So, one last thing for a little tantalizer. There's another video that you can look down below where this gentleman decided to take a bunch of pyramids that he made that were small, and he put them together with the crystals inside of them, the special materials and stuff. He found this energy vortex in the middle of it. So what he did was he put some zinc in there, and in the middle with the zinc, he left it there, and after 3 or 4 days it turned into calcium, and then it turned into aluminum. So how did that happen? So he sent it away to be analyzed and found out that the only way that can happen is if it's shooting off protons. So that changes its atomic weight, it changes what it is in the periodic table because it changes its vibration, because everything's a vibration. So when you add electrons to it, though, you can reverse it and go from, the aluminum to the calcium to the zinc again by just reversing it. So you put in electrons to take it up in vibration and down in vibration with putting out the protons. So based on that, to make it much bigger, this is much bigger than alchemy. Alchemy is kind of a kid's toy next to this. Electromagnetic field is what is surrounding us and the universe has, right? And gravity and so on. So all of it is just slowed down slightly in speed. Light is just electromagnetic field slowed down. Different types of light is just, it's slowed down again. Then you get light slowed down further and you get tangible things like this counter. You've got water, you've got gas, you've got so on. So they're all just at different frequencies, right? So the trick is if you put in electrons, it will go up in vibration. If you put in, if you take out protons, it will go down in vibration. It's a very, very rudimentary, very simple way of saying this. So anything can be changed based on understanding this, and the pyramids are a really big part of that when you start to research that. It's really, really crazy what can be done. Another thing is if you go into an insane asylum, and you will see people that have multiple personality disorders, and they go from one personality to the next personality. And when they do that, within about 2 minutes, initially they'll have like stage 4 cancer or type 1 diabetes or full-blown AIDS, maybe have a month to live. But when they go to the next personality in 2 minutes, there's not a trace of any one of those. Very interesting thing to be able to research. So is everything just a vibration, and can you just change that vibration by changing your mind and changing your emotions? Absolutely. It's one of the most studied things. Don't recommend that you try and have split personalities just to be able to do that. There's other ways. There's also a couple other things. Yeah. We're looking at ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is a root and a plant that you put together, and the shaman have been using it for years and years and years. And what it does is it connects you with the spirit world. More specifically, you have something inside your head, in the middle of your head, called a pineal gland. So it looks like a pine cone. It hangs there, and it's used twice in your life. It's used twice for when you're born and when you die. And it emits DMT, but it's from your own body, from this gland. Now, what happens is with taking the ayahuasca is that it will stimulate the pineal gland to emit the DMT, and then you can have an experience of birth and death, so to speak. And it completely cleanses yourself of emotional things that are in the way, and markers and metaprogramming that are keeping you from where you want to get in life, and physically also very, very quickly. So it's like timeline therapy on steroids. It's NLP, many different things all at once type stuff. But there'll be videos down below if you're lost on that one. It's incredible to see what's happened. Sting and many other famous people have been using it as a tea for many, many years. But very, very cool to be able to basically understand what's going on, to never have a fear of death because you know there's something beyond that, and why we're here and what's going on, and basically the meaning of the universe and what's going on type stuff. So the ayahuasca is really cool.
In short, it's an amazing high.
Yeah, Yeah, it's not even really high. It's more of a connection to a higher realm, so to speak, a higher vibration, and you get to come back. So it's experiencing being born and dying, so to speak, and what that is, and being connected, coming back. How we make that work is we're using we're using ayahuasca paper to put in there, because not all places are friendly with ayahuasca, so to speak. It's not actually a drug. It's actually a stimulant inside your system that makes it so that your DMT that's already resident inside you. So how can it be illegal if it already exists inside your body? You're just tickling your pineal gland to be able to make that emit to have that experience. So we're using ayahuasca paper that we're putting these mixtures in, and then from that degradable, good for the environment packaging, a little bit of it seeping in, so you get a little bit of that that goes into the product. And as you can see by there's nothing here that says that that the plastic is leaching into this water and you're drinking it, or from a tin can that there's metals and stuff that are going into that. That's nowhere on the ingredients. So we're just going to use it as that to be able to get it to that point. There's one other thing that I missed out on too. I'll grab it really quickly here. It's called Immunocal. Now there's quite a few in the market. This one I've been taking for 14 years. This is a whey protein isolate that stimulates your body to create what's called glutathione. You can read up on glutathione, lots and lots of research on this. And this stimulates your immune system along with the Gerson therapy, along with cacao and everything and so on. So really there's no such thing as disease, just the lack of a good immune system. And out of contrast comes clarity. So once you've had an experience with this, you'll find that you feel so much better, so much faster. Better thoughts, better, because what happens is that your whole system is electrical, and your emotions, you're seeing things, hearing things, moving your body around, memories, all electrical. So if you've got blockages in your chakras, like your chakras going all the way through, or your acupuncture points, then that makes it so it's harder to think and harder to be able to get where you got to go in life, and it keeps you, back from certain things. So by mixing all this stuff together, one of the things is we gave this to a kid on the beach and asked, "How do you feel after eating this?" And she said very simply, "I feel like I just ran down the beach, turned around, somebody went boom, and then tickled me." So that's basically how you feel when you have this stuff. So I highly recommend you have an experience. The model is, we're going to be less expensive than the gelatos and the frozen soft serve yogurts and ice creams of the world, because we're not dairy based. Although you can put, which is good for people that want to, really good yogurts, like your Greek God yogurt that's organic and stuff like that, because it has a lot of enzymes inside there for your stomach and so on to help you get to a better place. But then the model we want to get to financially, though, is very simple. There's on YouTube, with a YouTube channel partner program, you can actually get paid 15 cents to $15 a click for advertising. So you get synergistic advertising that are products and services that go with this that are good. Good companies doing good things with good products that are in line with lowering the carbon footprint